Welcome back everyone. Today I will show you a fun adventure idea that you can easily drop into your next game in Foundry Virtual Tabletop for Warhammer. All the information for the adventure is in the video description. We begin our adventure on a backwater road near the border of Bretonnia and the Empire. You and your companions were minding your own business when you suddenly hear the thunderous gallop of horses rolling across the field toward you. In just a few minutes, you are surrounded by 4 Bretonnian Knights. They are clad in mail armor, lance, and shield. The lead knight shouts at you, "I hereby declare thou to be criminal swine, guilty of the most heinous deeds. You shall drop your weapons and return to Castle Montfort to answer for your crimes." At this point, I have no doubt you will ask what crimes you are accused of. You certainly didn't do anything illegal that the Bretonnians are aware of. The leader of the Bretonnian Knights shouts, "You are guilty of smuggling illegal contraband through the Axebite Pass. Drop your weapons now, or we will be forced to bring you back, dead or alive." They level their lances at you and prepare to charge. A simple lore test will help you recall that Axebite Pass is the only road wide enough to allow armies in and out of Bretonnia into the Empire. Numerous battles have been fought there, and peace between Bretonnia and the Empire might depend on what you do next. You might have time for one more question. You will probably ask, what will happen if you cooperate? The leader of the Bretonnian Knights declares, "You will be judged by the Lord of Castle Montfort." Much to your annoyance, he will not tell you what the punishment should be or give you any other option, despite the many reasonable excuses you could have. This is your last chance. Drop your weapons. The real reason they are here will be revealed at the end of the battle, so stay tuned. Roll initiative, everyone. Okay, we start with Leneville. He's going to knock an arrow, fire it off at the Bretonnian warhorse. Oof, that's going to be a savage hit. Next, Bretonnian Knight. He's going to go right up to Hugo. And right up to the edge of the creek without getting into the slippery banks. He's going to charge with his lance. Hugo will attempt to dodge. He does have a quarterstaff. We should equip that. Oh man, 21 damage. That is a lot of damage. Hugo only has 12. That would KO him. He is forced to spend a point of fate to mitigate all the damage. The Bretonnian Knight dashes away with superior speed. Hugo returned the favor. He will target that Bretonnian Knight's horse and use his magic with a dart spell. Oof, no dice. He is gonna use fate to reroll. Solid hit. And with the overcast, he can have an additional target. Horse can't do anything. 6 damage. In addition, we can have it so that it's here. This horse will be the secondary target. We'll have the horse roll a does 6 damage, mitigated by 3. That's going to be 3 damage. I mean 1 damage, pardon me. Next is going to be this Bretonnian Knight. He's going to dash in, edge of the bank, trying to skewer Ophelia with a lance charge. Here, lance charging. Ophelia's going to try to parry with his war axe. Warhammer. 44. He's going to win though, unfortunately. Critical is not going to apply because he didn't win the battle. 3. It's going to be 16 damage. There's no way to boost it. 16 damage with that KO. Yeah, it would. He's forced to spend... I think he's forced to spend a point of fate to mitigate that damage. And then, of course, the Bretonnian Knight swerves away. Next Bretonnian Knight is going to go straight at Hugo. Going for the lance attack. Charging. Attack. 33. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a crit. Hugo's only chance. This time I'll block with the quarterstaff. Oh, a 10 is superb. But still 17 damage. Gosh. Everything's gonna get... Okay, use Fate to mitigate all damage. Bretonnian Knight runs away. Or swerves and maneuvers, as they would say. This time, the Bretonnian Knight does enter the creek, and upon entering it, they will see that the winding creek has a 1-foot deep water, and banks are muddy and slippery. If anyone charges within the creek, they must take an average athletic skill test, or they stumble, and cannot move any further that round. On a failure of 2 success levels or greater, any rider must make an average ride horse skill test or fall to the ground taking 1d10 damage, which is reduced by toughness but not by armor. So athletics, average skill test from the horse. Ooh, no dice. Horse fails. The rider is forced to try to recover. You must roll an athletics skill test, average. Succeeds though, which means the horse stumbles, has no more movement, but the rider is able to recover and not fall down. The horse is stuck there. Ophelia here is going to move up to the horse. He's going to attack the... He's going to try to dismount the rider from the horse. Ophelia's going to go there. Warhammer strike, unable to charge. Because he was so close. 50. The horse is going to dodge. Ooh, the horse is unable to get out of the way. 20. Horse goes down. Not even going to apply the critical because the horse is toast. Bretonnian Knight dismounts. And since the horse has been killed, go here, set it to condition to dead. The Bretonnian Knight is thrown from his horse. He is going to take that damage. 1d10. Now, does he have time to recover? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he does have a chance to mitigate the damage as he sees his horse going down. I'll say it's 1d10 minus 4. Wow, 6 damage. Okay. 6 damage modified by toughness. 4. This will be 2 damage. Okay. Lunaville is going to... Oh, yes, the Bretonnian Knight. He succeeded, so he's not going to be knocked prone. I'm actually going to say that it's going to be the full damage, so he takes 4 more. His athletics checks is to make sure he's not thrown and prone. So he takes 4 more. He's prone. He's not prone at the moment because he succeeded. Lunaville's going to knock an arrow and try to skewer the dismounted knight. And the knight is going to block with his shield. Oh, he's unable to do so. Takes a beating. Lunaville is going to move upward a little bit. This knight over here, gonna charge in. Oh, Hugo should have backed further into the creek. Okay, gotta do that next time. Lance charging. Gosh, up to all full advantage now. Oh my goodness, and the critical. Yeah, Hugo will be finished if this hits him. He has to spend the, there's no choice, right? It's a critical and 18. He has to spend the fate. There's no choice there. And the Bretonnian Knight will just wheel away. Hugo is going to use his dart. Go there. Magic. Dart spell. And roll. 30. Good. Horse is unable to dodge. Does a little bit of damage. And Hugo is going to back off over here. Other side of the bank. Bretonnian. Oh man, Bretonnian Knight. Okay. Sorry, Hugo. I am sorry. I might have backed you up into a corner here. Lance going out, charging Hugo. Oh. Uses his quarterstaff. Try to block the lance. Is unable to do so. 30 damage would KO him. He has to spend. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything. Okay, what if he re-rolls this with fortune? Might mitigate some, but 30 damage, that's almost impossible to... Yeah, there's just no way. There's just no way. He's toast. We'll apply the critical. Hugo. A cleft hand. Ouch. He's stunned. Gains 2 bleeding, 1 stun condition. Oof. He's down. And the Bretonnian Knight's gonna wheel away. This Bretonnian Knight, he's gonna charge at Lunaville. He has to row and go into the creek, which means his horse must make an average athletics skill test to avoid stumbling. 82 is a failure. More than -2 success levels. Bretonnian Knight must make an athletics skill check average in order to avoid falling. With the advantage, he has a good chance here. He succeeds. So, horse is stuck there, cannot move. Bretonnian Knight can still attack. There, lance, charging, attack. 59. Okay. Lunaville tries to dodge. It's 24 damage, quite a lot. 28. That will crush her. Well, not. She's pretty tough, but still, 28. There's no chance here. He has to use the fate. There's no choice. And the Bretonnian Knight is going to... Now that he's no longer charging, he's going to go upward. And go there. It's going to be this Bretonnian Knight. He is going to drop his lance onto the ground and draw his sword. And he's going to go toward Ophelia. Hugo is no longer conscious. Or so, he is conscious. He's just prone. The Bretonnian Knight is going to strike at Ophelia. Combat, hand weapon, not charging. rolls. 47. Ophelia's gonna attempt to block. Parry. Oh, with 15. Well done. Gaining the advantage there. Ophelia's time to shine. Ophelia goes there. Combat. Warhammer. Fighting against the Bretonnian. And the Bretonnian will attempt to shield it. Or, oh, that's a fumble. We'll roll the fumble here. Maneuvers leaving you out of position, or you lose grip of your ranged weapon. Next round, your actions suffer a -10 penalty. -10 penalty next round. However, I am going to reroll Ophelia's attack using Fortune. Still, no, it's still that. Maybe try Dark Deal? It's risky. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yep. And then with that, Ophelia wins against the Bretonnian. Flying damage, Bretonnian goes down. Cost a lot, but I think it's worth it. Next is gonna be Lunavel. 2 knights. No, just 1 knight down. Almost 1 companion KO'd. Gotta do something here. Okay, we'll go after this horseman. Bow, fire. It's just a little bit of damage, not that much. Lunavel is going to just run down the stream, only chance. Bretonnian Knight follows her into the stream. Going into the slippery banks, the horse must make an athletic skill test. Average. 62, failure, but not a failure of -2, so the rider does not need to roll to see if he remains mounted. Bretonnian Knight is going to attack Lunavel. Combat, lance, charging attack. Lunavel rolls. Oh, that is. Okay, so she will dodge. That fumble is going to cost. Oh, what? Unbelievable. Wow, -5. Okay. Lunavel must use a point of fortune to reroll. No choice. Oh, it's still. Okay, fine. Point of resilience then. Because that is terrible. We'll just go resilience. There. Wins the fight. And the Bretonnian backs off. Hugo is down. I don't think there's anything he can do. There. He has 1 fortune, but it's nothing he can do. Bretonnian Knight over here. He doesn't have an open spot. That warhorse is blocking his path, so he's gonna go over here first. And then he's going to charge into Lunavel. He has to go into the banks. Horse has to make an athletics check. Average. 50. It is a success. Bretonnian Knight is able to go in for the kill. Goes in, combat, lance, charging, attack. Lunavel tries to dodge. She can do it. It's only 2 success levels. Oh, not enough. Does she have anything? She has resolve. That's it. 20 damage. 16 only after mitigation. She is close to death. And the Bretonnian Knight is able to go a short distance away. This Bretonnian Knight charges into the creek. The horse must make an athletic skill test. See if he stumbles. 63 is a failure, so he is stuck there, but the rider still gets his chance to attack. And why am I attacking from this far away? It doesn't really make any sense. The range of the lance is 2 spaces, and it's hard to tell like where the rider is. So I'm going to say that the rider can be in any of these 4 spots when he attacks. Lance here, attacking, charge at Ophelia. 824, that's incredible. Okay, Ophelia, Warhammer. With advantage, might be... Ooh, no, not with that. Not with that. Okay, gotta use Fortune to re-roll that. Oh, no Fortune remaining? Okay, alright, we're gonna use Fate to mitigate all damage. And then... the Bretonnian Knight did fail, so he's stuck there. Other Bretonnian Knight is down for the count. Then we have Ophelia. What to do, what to do. I think the only chance is to go into the stream here and strike at the warhorse. If we kill the warhorse, then the Bretonnian Knight will fall down and hopefully just hit his head and die. Oh, that's not what we needed there. It's not what we needed. I could use resilience, but I'm gonna save it. Should I save it? Doesn't really. Resilient won't matter in the attack from the knight. Warhorse will attempt to dodge. No dice. Solid hit. Bretonnian Knights lose a little bit. Lenovel is going to target the warhorse here. Ophelia is kind of in the way, but I'm going to say that he's able to hit this portion. Bow here, and warhorses are heavily armored. The warhorse cannot even dodge, so it's unopposed. 12 damage. Boom. Next, warhorse must go over here and just get the heck out. Knight here. Could just go right into the stream. Doesn't get that close. It gets within 4 yards. Horse must make an athletics test. That's got to be challenging, so got to re-roll that. Here, challenge or average, sorry. And unfortunately, I always take the re-roll. It was supposed to be an average skill test. Bretonnian Knight attacking Ophelia. And we'll go combat, lance, charging, attack. Oh man, that is a clear fumble right there. That's what the players needed. Weapon jars badly or ranged weapon malfunctions. Your weapon suffers 1 damage. Next round, you will act last regardless of your initiative order, talents, or special rules as you recover. So, combat here, lance 1 damage, and this guy will act last. So we're going to change his initiative to 1. And we'll just keep him down there. Lenovel just went, so Hugo is still down. This Bretonnian Knight's turn. Go down, has to brave the stream again. See if this horse stumbles. Nope, he's fine. Hugo has 2 bleeding 2. Oh shoot. Could be it for him, dude. 2 damage. He falls unconscious. Bretonnian Knight going in for the charge. Combat, lance, charging attack. Ophelia's gonna attempt to parry. Unable to do so. Ophelia's down. Bretonnian Knights, for their own motivations, they're not striking to kill. So they're gonna take it easy on Ophelia. And they're going to soften their blow so that she goes down, but she's not getting a critical wound. It's going to be this person. Without charging, he's just going to drop his lance and take out his sword. Softening his blow, he's going to try to knock out Lenouvel. So here, trapping, lance dropped, weapon drawn, combat, hand weapon attack. 32. Lenouvel tries to dodge out of the way. No dice. She's down. Softening her blow, no critical. And they're going to do some first aid to Cubicle. He will survive, but albeit maybe not. Yeah, I think that's how that's what would happen if you fought against some Bretonnian Knights. It'd be a different story if the Bretonnian Knights weren't trained to fight against magic. They would just flee. But because they are, there's just no hope. They're really tough. Well, the actual reason the Bretonnian Knights are in the Empire is to start a war. Bagard the Rash, a knight of the realm from Pavaron, had an infamously ugly wife. He was savagely insulted by Marius Liedendorf, the Elector Count of Averland. Bagard is sworn to avenge this insult. Unfortunately for Sir Bagard, King Lewin Liedker of Bretonnia has maintained a good relationship with Emperor Karl Franz and the Empire. Sir Bagard hopes to capture people from the Empire and display them as criminals in Montfort to spark a conflict. Using the war as a cover, he wants to settle the score with Marius Liedendorf on the field of battle. The ideal situation for Bagard is if the adventurers fight back. This way, he can successfully convict the adventurers of attempted murder of Bretonnian Knights when they return to Castle Montfort. If the adventurers cooperate, then Sir Bagard hopes that his overzealous attempt to stop smuggling will be seen in a good light, and he can antagonize the Empire into causing a diplomatic incident. Obviously, he shouldn't be able to claim self-defense, but in his version of the story, I'm sure that he tried his very best to peacefully apprehend the smugglers. But when they dishonorably attacked him, he was forced to non-lethally capture them. And who would they believe? Who would a noble of Bretonnia believe? A knight of the realm, or some random adventurer from a different country that you've been at war with frequently in the past? There is really no choice here. Thank you very much for joining us on this adventure in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition.